This video will walk you through how to solve a system or a set of simultaneous equations using the elimination method. This works best if your equations are in standard form. If you like this method, you can also always put your equations in standard form and use it. So standard form is when x and y are on the same side and then your constant is on the other side. So this step one right here, put the equations in standard form. That's already done for us. Next, we want to determine which variable to eliminate. So generally I'm looking for coefficients that match. Now that's not always going to be the case, but if you have coefficients that match, that's the variable you want to choose. So right here I have 3x and I have 2x, so they do not match. But if I look at the y's, we have a 4y and a negative 4y and a positive 4y, so that actually matches perfect for us. So I'm going to eliminate the y. I like to write these vertically, so I'm going to rewrite them now. So I have 3x minus 4y is equal to 1, and then I have 2x plus 4y is equal to 14. Now, just like traditional addition or subtraction, we can combine everything as long as we combine our like terms correctly. So I'm going to actually add up these two equations. I have 3x plus 2x, that gives me 5x. Now here's where the method works. If your variables have the same coefficient and different signs, then when you add them you get 0, right? Negative 4y plus 4y makes 0y, so that's elimination. And lastly, 1 plus 14 is equal to 15. Now we're left with, so in this step we actually added. Now we're left with a simple equation. I'm going to divide both sides by 5, and there we go. X is equal to 3. So there's half my answer. Now I just need to find the y coordinate. Remember, our answers are always an ordered pair. Sometimes you might actually type it in like this. So it just depends on what type of problem you're being asked to do. Now I have x equals 3, so you can choose either x to plug this in for. So I can go here or here. I'm going to choose the second equation because there's no negative sign. But either should work. So I'm going to plug in 3 for x. And now I'm going to use simplify and then solve this equation. So I have 6 plus 4y is equal to 14. I'm going to subtract the 6, and I get 4y is equal to 8. Divide by 4, and y is equal to 2. So there's the other half of my answer. Now it's always a good idea to check your solution. In this type of problem, maybe a calculator would help it go a little bit quicker, but we're really just substituting in our values here. So I will show that work. So 3 and 2 should be our answer. So if I put in 3 for x and 2 for y, I should get a true statement. So is 9 minus 8 equal to 1? Yes. And it needs to work for both equations, so let's try the second one. Plug in 3 for x and 2 for y. Is 6 plus 8 equal to 14? Also yes. So now I know for sure that 3, 2 is my final answer. So this was solving a system of equations using elimination.